Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be talking about a very interesting topic, the importance of forgiveness. But before I talk about that, I want to say thank you to my real MVPs, the one who keeps coming to watch my content. Without you there will be no channel. Without you nobody will watch my content. I want to say thank you to the most valuable persons, my real MVPs. Thank you so much. And if this is your first time stopping by, do well to subscribe, because in this channel you're going to learn a lot and your life is going to be blessed. We will be talking about the importance of forgiveness, the power of forgiveness. Alright, please permit me to read from my Bible. Let's see what the Bible is saying about forgiveness. I'm going to be reading from the book of Ephesians 4 from verse 31. It says, "Let all bitterness and wrath and anger and clamor and evil speaking be put away from you with all malice." 32. "And be ye kind one to another, tender-hearted, forgiving one another, even as God for Christ's sake has forgiven you." Okay, so what is forgiveness? I've written everything down because I don't want to talk from my head. It has to be well detailed on what I want to talk about. I don't want to talk from my head. So right in my jotter, he said, forgiveness is a deliberate decision to release feelings of resentment. Forgiveness is a deliberate decision to release feelings of resentment, hatred, anger, or vengeance towards the person who has hurt or harmed you in the past. I need you to understand that the topic forgiveness, it's a very, very serious topic, and a lot of our blessings are tied down probably because we are holding one person or because we're not really forgiving. You know, a lot of times you carry someone in your heart and it is difficult to actually forgive, mostly if what they did to you is really, really bad. I understand that it is difficult. It's very, very difficult to forgive, and the pain is not something that we can even start joking about. Okay, so I want to divert a little bit. I want to talk a little about what will happen if you decide not to forgive that person that has hurt you. And someone will be like, how do I forgive that uncle that raped me? How do I forgive that cousin that did this to me? How do I forgive that man, that woman that did this to me? Let me share with you the things that unforgiveness is going to do to you if you keep holding that person in your heart. Unanswered prayers. Unforgiveness stands between you and God. It's like a block, like a wall. Like when you pray, it doesn't even cross the roof. So it stands between you and God. You can find that in Mark 11:25. I'm paraphrasing. It said, when you stand to pray, forgive, so that your heavenly Father will forgive you. So number one, unforgiveness will cause your prayers to be unanswered. Maybe you've been praying for many years, probably you've been asking God for a particular thing, and God has not answered. Maybe this is the problem. Maybe this is the thing you really need to look into. Unforgiveness will keep you stagnated. You will be in a particular place for a long time. You won't move, you won't progress. Nothing is going to change or happen in your life. So unforgiveness keeps you stagnated. Number 3, unforgiveness makes you a slave. It makes you a slave to the devil, because now he has access to your life to do anything he wants to do. Unforgiveness increases stress and anxiety. It takes away your peace of mind and your rest. Mostly if the person is close, when you see the person, your heart keeps beating and beating and beating. So unforgiveness takes away your peace of mind. Number 5, unforgiveness gives the devil access to your life. And he actually has access to attack you because there is no covering. Number 6, unforgiveness makes you a bitter and an angry person. It makes you a bitter and an angry person. I don't think it is worth it to keep someone in your heart, because it actually means that you're taking away your freedom and your peace of mind. So let's talk about forgiveness. The truth about forgiveness. Number one truth about forgiveness. Forgiveness gives you an access. Forgiveness gives you access to God. You can also find that in Mark 11:25. That the Bible was saying that if you don't forgive, your heavenly Father will not forgive you. Number two, forgiveness sets you free. It gives you peace of mind. You don't have any grudge about anybody. 3. Forgiveness gives you a clear mind. Your mind will be uncluttered and you won't have bitterness towards anybody. And therefore, you will be able to excel and grow. Forgiveness gives you peace of mind. It makes you light. It makes you light. It gives you access to God and pulls you away from the devil. Forgiveness is the highest form of love, and it is healthier to forgive. When you deny someone forgiveness, you actually deny yourself freedom. I don't think it is worth it. So why should you forgive? Why should you forgive? Some people ask, why should I even forgive? Number one reason you should forgive. If you don't forgive, you are actually poisoning yourself. You're actually poisoning your own system. So you have to forgive. Forgive because unforgiveness is like a very heavy load you keep carrying around. So you need to offload it to be free, so you can move around freely. You forgive because unforgiveness is like putting yourself in a mental prison. So when you forgive, it actually sets you free. This is actually supposed to be the first. You should forgive so that your prayers can be answered. You should forgive so that your prayers can be answered and you can have free access to God and to heaven. But someone watching me, someone listening to me right now will be like, but I really want to forgive, but I don't know how to go about it because the pain is too much. It is so hurting. I'm going to tell you what to do. Make a decision and be firm about it. Be firm about forgiving. That is the first step to forgiving. You have to make a decision. You have to make up your mind that yes, I actually want to forgive and I actually want to forgive this person. Now once you decide to forgive, you have to take different steps to make it come to pass. You have to take different steps to make it effective. And one of those steps might be to write down the names of all the people that you think you've not forgiven. Another step may be to put a call through to them and tell them you forgive them. That would go a long way, and it will relieve you. It will relieve you in a whole lot of ways. It will relieve you in a whole lot of ways. Call that person and just tell them I forgive you. You also need to understand that forgiveness is a process. For most cases, it's a process, and it's not something you need to rush. You need to take your time. You need to take your time, but while at it, don't take too much time. You need to break down before God and just cry out your heart, or talk to someone that you know that will not judge you, someone that will listen to you, and just cry out your heart before that person. And some of us, we carry hurts around. The wound is fresh inside, but the skin has covered it. For some cases, you need to open up that wound. You need to open up that wound that has not healed. You need to open it up and expose it so it can be healed. So these are the different steps we need to take. I said, for some people, it may be to just call and tell the person you forgive them. For others, it might be to just break down before God and tell him to help you. And for others, it may be to just talk to someone. Another thing you need to understand that forgiving someone doesn't necessarily mean welcoming them back into your life. Forgiving someone doesn't necessarily mean that things are back the way they used to be. Understand that things may not be the same they used to be. A lot of things may have changed. Also understand that you don't need to bring that person back into your life. You don't need to open yourself up to that person anymore. But what matters is that you are forgiven. Make sure you are forgiven and that you have let that person go. That is all that matters. Understand that while you are trying to forgive that person, negative thoughts might come in about that person. But since you have made up your mind to forgive, when those thoughts comes, all you need to do is to replace them with positive ones. We are human beings, and we cannot deny the fact that sometimes when you try to forgive someone, negative thought of how the person has hurt you, how the bad things the person has done, it is very, very possible that those things will keep coming to your mind. But replace them with positive thoughts. Replace them with positive thoughts. As I'm talking to you, I'm also talking to myself, because I'm also learning. I'm a human being as well. Don't push it. Take it one step at a time. Take it one step at a time. And someone will be like, how many times do I need to forgive? You'll find it in the Bible, in the book of Matthew 18:21, when one of the disciples was talking to Jesus and he was like, do I have to forgive 7 times? And Jesus said, no, you have to forgive 17 times 7 times. Okay, that open door may just be dependent on you forgiving that person that you love, that you've held in your heart for so long. I want to encourage you to let go, and I pray that God will help you and give you the grace to let go, and it will also give you peace of mind. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. There's a lot loaded in this channel for you. Thank you.